Oh, look what we found, Tal.
Kind of a funny story. When we first bought our Grand Design Imagine, it was about a 2 hour trip to the dealership. And on the way home, we were talking to Townley and we said, Townley, we have to name our camper. Like, what do you want to name it? And a little shout out, side note to the Grand Design Owner Group on Facebook, and they'll understand what I'm talking about. But a lot of people name their campers, and most of them, since this is an Imagine, they call them Imogene or Ima or something like that. And Townley really thought hard about it, and finally she said, "I'm gonna name it Will." And we kind of like, Will? Why do you name it Will? She says Will because it has wheels. So that was pretty funny. A little different name. But anyway, we decided to take Will down to Hard Labor Creek State Park. It's about a 30-minute drive from us, so certainly not a situation where we had to camp, but we felt like camping once we saw the forecast for the weekend, and we were lucky enough to get a site. Hard Labor Creek is located in Morgan and Walton counties in Georgia. It's one of Georgia's largest state parks. Its name's taken from a large stream that runs an easterly course through the property. And there's a couple of different thoughts on how it got its name. One was the slaves named it hard labor from working the fields in the summertime. Well, it's kind of a hilly area. And another one is an old Indian name. Basically, they had a hard time fording the creek in that area. So, not real sure which one to believe, but there's probably some truth above. The park is a product of the CCC, the Civilian Conservation Corps, with work beginning in 1934 and ending in 1941. The CCC gave much needed work and money to unemployed young men ages 18 to 25 all over the U.S. during the Great Depression. Built roads, rehabbed eroded land, lakes, dams. You can still find a whole lot of really great structures across this country built by the CCC. Back then, Hard Labor Creek was called Hard Labor Creek Recreation Demonstration Area, and it was actually ran by the National Park Service then, but it was transferred to the state of Georgia in 1946. Campgrounds. It has actually an 18-hole golf course that's actually really nice. I know uh, sometimes there's some worry about a state-run golf course, but it's actually very nice. It's difficult, it's pretty tight, and it's beautiful in the fall. There's group camps. There's two group camps. Camp Rutledge, which might or might not be haunted. I'll put a link to the description below, and also Camp Daniel Morgan. So after a Saturday morning full of geocaching and playgrounds, we decided we wanted to go eat lunch in Madison, Georgia, and we chose to go to FarmView Market. So FarmView they're coining the phrase farm to family. I know you've probably heard the farm to table phrase, but they're doing the farm to family thing. And this is just straight from their website. Is we imagined a go-to destination farmers market for the very best of Georgia raised fresh produce, quality meat, and charm. To bring our vision to fruition, we needed the perfect land and top-notch suppliers. Now, 2 years later, we are going strong, bridging the gap between truly local food and our community, one visitor at a time. We welcome you to come join us in experiencing the best locally sourced goods our state had to offer. And they did. I mean, the closest thing I could say is probably like a small Whole Foods market, except Whole Foods they source nationally, and this was certainly local. I mean, there's a guy, Lane's Barbecue here in Bethlehem, Georgia. They had his stuff there. There was some coffee from Covington. It's very almost hyper local. We had the meat and three, and it was good. It was really good. No complaints there for sure. But unfortunately, we got our wandering got cut off a little bit because Hanley wasn't feeling too well. So most of the rest of the day, and that's the great thing about an RV, we went back and just hung out around the campsite, just chilled out outside on the camping chairs, and watched a movie. And then at the end of the day, Brooke and I had a little adulting by the fire. Enjoy. If you liked today's video, give us a like, or better yet, a subscribe, and join us at wanderingweekends.com.